Studies of people with addiction repeatedly find extraordinarily high percentages of childhood trauma. Childhood trauma lies at the root of all addictions. Alcohol or drugs, sex addiction or internet addiction, gambling or shopping, they all are attempts to regulate internal emotional states because they are not comfortable and the discomfort originates in childhood. Early exposure to stress affects both the nerve cells in the brain and in the immune systems and makes them more susceptible to addictions as adults. When stress becomes unbearable, overwhelming and frightening, it often leads to addiction. Not every traumatized person becomes an addict, but it seems that every person who develops an addiction was traumatized. There are many outcomes to trauma, addiction is one of them. When it comes to addictions, it's not just that something very bad and frightening happened, but that the relationships surrounding the event failed to provide any protection. Too often, the adult whom the child had counted on for basic needs is also the source of the terror and dread. The individual who is flooded with shame, dread, fear, and anxiety needs a source of comfort. That comfort can be temporarily found by drinking alcohol, unhealthy sexual behavior, gambling, drug abuse, and even compulsive shopping. The traumatized person can feel an insatiable yearning for relief or fulfillment. Their sense of emptiness is overwhelming and constant. Dr. Vincent Felitti, who was the ACEs researcher, said, "The basic cause of addiction is prominently experience dependent from childhood, not substance dependent." Given the strong correlation between addiction and trauma, it is essential to find programs that have holistic, comprehensive treatment. Trauma and addiction need to be treated as co-occurring and interrelated. Without helping individuals cope with their terror, shame, fear, and isolation, there is no sobriety. Those who are trauma victims and have addiction do not do so because it's fun or because it makes them happy. They use substances to find a short-lived relief from the internal experience that is unbearable.